Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Commentator voices on round 1, season 2, Purple Sector Championship. We are back at Silverstone, and Ben Huskins is with me. That ain't Ben.
All right, guys, Silverstone is a good one to start off season 2 with, and I've got to say as well, attendance has much improved. We're going to be at 19 drivers for the first round, which is absolutely incredible. But before we get into the qualifying action, Mr. Bagnall, would you like to take us through the track layout for us today?
Yeah, go on then. While we're here then, obviously Silverstone, the home of Formula 1, the place where we want to be, iconic for absolutely everything. But we love Silverstone with dying passion. You've got Abbey, then into the farm curve, straight into Village, then the loop, Aintree, down the Wellington Straight with that DRS, into Brooklands, big overtaking opportunity there, and that could carry it out into Luffield, then down past Woodcote, down the National Pit, straight into Copse Corner, and you might see a rare move there, just like good old Lewis and Max, bit of a crash, but we'll ignore that. But anyway, you head into the iconic section of turn 10, Maggots, turn 12, Beckett's, then into Chapel, and then you head down past the Hangar Straight. Another huge overtaking opportunity, mainly for the final lap, heading down to Stowe Corner. And sometimes battles can last down to the Vale Chicane. Then past there is Club Corner to lead you out onto the Hamilton Straight and back down to turn 1. There we go, Silverstone. That is your layout for today. We've got to love it. It is Silverstone. It's the home of Formula 1. And we love it. Ben, what are you thinking?
We do love it. I'm just getting the chat up. And let's get straight into the qualifying action. We've got some big names as well here in Purple Sector, the likes of Thunderino, Liam Doherty, of course Charlie Spence. We haven't forgot about little old Charlie Spence, who organises it all as well, so big thank you to Charlie Spence once again. Thunderino, Last Gen Newt, Shadow. Have we got what's his face, Wooly Blobs in this time around? No, we have not.
Josh Woolley.
Woolley. Okay, so we've got Venkus in there, who was racing most of last season. Ag the Gamer, of course, is back. Who else have we got? Nate, as always. And I think there's quite a few new people, including Alex Lansdale at the bottom of the timing tower at the moment. He's partnered with Ag the Gamer. So we'll have to see how these drivers fare. I'm just riding on board with Shadow as he comes through Copse Corner, Mr. Bagnall. But this could be a very, very good opening round.
It absolutely is. Already peaked on attendance this season. We're up to 18 drivers now. Hello, Tom in the chat. Wexter, Miss Formula 1, welcome in for Season 2. But Shadow is just making his way down the Hangar Straight with that DRS wide open. He was the man chasing Josh Woolley for the championship and just came out short in the end as Josh Woolley's dominance just carried on throughout the season. But yes, we've got time to crown another champion for Season 2 as we get heavy on the brakes. We're going to go down to second. He's mounted the curb on the inside and needs to carry the power on the exit around the Club Corner to the line. It's a 26.534 and Shadow obviously tops times in a minute, and that's been quicker taken by Ender Epic XV, who puts in a 26.464 and goes just under a tenth up.
Yeah, it does. It actually looks quite damp, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was raining not too long ago, unless it's about to start raining. As Youssef goes into P3. What about Danger goes into P4? There's some people that I would like to ride on board with. One of those is Thunderino, as he is coming into the Vale Chicane now. As Last Gen Newt goes provisionally fastest, 3 times clear of Ender Epic, 126.153. What is Thunderino going to do? He's going to smash that 125.7 already. That is a fantastic time from him. What about Billy? As he's already finished his lap time. Liam Doherty up into P4 as well. Last Gen Newt into P3. Alex Lansdale in P2. Charlie Spence in P8 at the moment, looking to get into the low 26s if he possibly can. Shall we ride on board with Spitzy as he comes into the chicane? Yes, let's absolutely do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thunderino, obviously, 2-time runner-up in F-Sedar Tier 1, and he's here in the Pebble sector trying to get himself on the top step. Spitzy puts in a 28.9 and only P11 for himself. And I think next cost line is Wifon. I'm going to go Wifon. And he puts it into P11. Then I think it's going to be Calbit, who will be next to cross line, apart from Ag the Gamer. I think it's a bit further up the road.
Yeah, we'll ride on board with Ag the Gamer. as he comes into Cop's corner in that beautiful Williams car. I love what they do with the Duracell battery at the air intake at the top. It's absolutely fantastic. Great marketing. Magnussen Beckett's tricky corners, as he's got a couple cars ahead of him, so that's surely going to distract him. They haven't moved out of the way nicely, and that's going to cause him to abort the lap.
Yeah, that's nasty. That is very nasty.
Nice
It's a shame, really. Yeah, he did get a nice toe, so he's going to carry on. He hasn't got much battery left as well. You've got to keep that in mind. Always went too deep there, surely.
He's carrying on. It's tough cookie.
He's still got the no track limits violation somehow. Anyway, Aggregamer, another near track violation into club. He comes across line as a 28.3. A very highly interrupted lap. A lot of mistakes there, so he's definitely got a lot of time to chase. But I think, apart from Ender Epic, who I think is on another lap, that should be it for the first runs. Let's see if Ender Epic can improve in the middle sectors. He's fighting his way through Magnussen, Beckett's and Chapel as we head on the exit. He's actually improving by 1/10 of a second as we make our way down the hangar straight with that rearing open, an extra 15 kilometers per hour of extra speed. And on the track that has the highest average percent of full throttle, here's Ender Epic flying into the Vale chicane and into club corner on the power once again, and to the line. Ender Epic flies 1/10, well, just under 1/10 quicker, and stays in P5 behind Liam Doherty on the third row.
Absolutely. Charlie Spence is 1/10 and a little bit down through the second sector, so we'll try right on board. See if anyone else is improving. D Danger, is he on a lap? No, not quite. Venkus up to the line, goes into P5. Decent and better lap for Venkus there. So let's cut back to Charlie Spence, who's coming into the pit lane.
Danger is coming across line. Let's see if he can improve. He does, but yeah, still needs to shave off a lot more time than that. But apart from that, I think Wiffon might be on another lap bent. Has just improved slightly in that first sector. Hasn't got much battery to play with in the next two sectors though. That might be a problem, as Venkus I think has had a slight disconnect, so we'll hopefully get him back in the lobby in a few moments time. But at the moment, all eyes on Wiffon, and yeah, it's a fresh new season. We've got a fresh new grid, fresh new graphics as well, and yeah, let's have a good one, guys, as so far qualifying is looking quite action packed. Wiffon just puts in 2/10 quicker, but he has used and depleted all of his battery so far. You see on his steering wheel and the flashing rear light. But as we head into the Vale chicane and heads down second gear and on the power on the exits, a bit twitchy on the rears, but overall gets it straightened up, and Wyfern puts it across line into the top 10 and 127.3, and yeah, still a bit more time in that for him.
Yeah, it's very tricky traction zone out of the final corner. It's very, very easy to spin. You've got to unwind the steering, make sure you've got that car planted before you can go full throttle, and if you don't, you can end up in the grass on the right hand side, or trying to correct it, you can end up in wall on the left hand side. It's up to you, whichever one you want to do. Footis has to massively lift through Cops and has run out wide, but it's still a valid lap time. So as he approaches Magnussen Beckett's now, let's see what his middle split time is. Is he improving? But he hasn't got a delta actually, so we'll have to wait and see when he crosses the line. 105.3, I'm going to tell you now, that will not be good enough to get into the top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems very, very twitchy to turn the car in, really. Very indecisive, and you need to be smooth as you possibly can. As they go another bite at it again, and on the exit misses the apex on the inside of the Vale chicane. He's coming around Chapel low, and he's coming out of club, sorry, and comes across line, and Footies puts in a 29.8. And yeah, very, very hesitant lap, I've got to say, from Footies, but let's see what he can do, see if he can ramp up throughout the qualifying session. But at the moment, the top three are all on lap times. Thunderino out in front, I believe, or is it Alex Lansdale? I think he's actually out in front. He's actually down by 2/10, Ben.
I'm just going to try invite Nate, if I possibly can find him here. So just bear with me. And then Jean-Claude should hopefully be joining as well pretty soon. But I can't seem to see Nate. I don't want to take away too much from the action, as this could be a big lap from Alex Lansdale. Yeah,
so looking in the middle sector, was down in the first sector, but he's still pushing out there as it seems. Bit twitchy on the exit of Chapel, but he's going to come across the splits and he's still 2/10 down, so he's not going to improve this time around. Thunderino on the other hand, he's improving by just under a 10th of a second, and this could be a mega lap for Thunderino. That might just even secure hold position here in Silverstone. He's going to head on the exit of Magnussen, Beckett and Chapel.
Wow.
2.5 tenths up. This is huge from Thunderino. Couldn't go into the mid-25s, and yeah, this could be a pretty huge lap time. As he heads on the exit of Stoke Corner down to the Vale chicane. Let's see what Thunderino can do. Gets the car turning nicely, misses the big inside curb perfectly. And yeah, he's going to scrape his way through the final corner and come across the line with a 25.4. Very, very nice lap time from Thunderino, also known as Chrissy Spilacoris. And yeah, great lap time. Liam Doherty behind. F-Sadar 1-2 at the minute. And good lap time from Liam Doherty. 25.581
from Shadow.
just behind F-Sadar counterpart Shadow. Across the line into the top 5. Last gen Newt finished his lap and went into P3. And at the moment, still got a few drivers crossing the line to start the laps. Venkus is one of them. And at the moment, Yusuf Kalbi and I think Billy Hellier are all on laps at the minute. But I think they're all invalidated, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just going to, again, see if I can find Nate. I'm also going to send Jean Claude an invite because he should be ready. GHIJ, getting my alphabet out again. Apologies, guys, for scrolling in the menu, but Jean Claude, we want to try fill the grid as best as we possibly can. Let's go back down here. Where's N? It's weird at the end, it resets itself again.
At the moment,
there we go.
I'm guessing Venkus is probably the furthest on at the moment.
Who are we looking at? Sorry, Venkus.
Lap. Yeah, I'd have a look at Venkus. I was looking at everybody else's sector times. It doesn't seem like anybody else on a quite competitive lap time. But Venkus is going 2/10 up at the minute. Could try and elevate himself into the 25s, and that would be very competitive to put himself into the top 5 above Shadow and competing with the likes of Last Gen Newton, Alex Lansdale for that top 5. Let's see if Venkus can do it as he heads into Vale chicane, clambers that inside curb, needs to get on the power nicely if he wants to improve in this final sector. Venkus across the line, here we go, 25.963, and good lap time there to improve by 4 attempts into the 25s and put yourself above Shadow, and that could be very competitive. And yeah, good stuff there from Venkus.
Absolutely. Who else as well? We had Ender Epic finish a lap time into P7. Youssef improved into P9. I'm riding on board with Calby. Is it Calby? Or are we going to go... Yeah, we'll go Calby.
Calby, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's have a look.
Gotta be.
It's gotta be. Currently in P12, so he's looking to improve out of those 27s and try and get himself into the 26s. And I'll tell you what, isn't that nice to see? It's an F-Sadar 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment.
Yeah, that's incredible.
All drivers part of F-Sadar Sim Sport. What is happening? What do you mean, what is happening? We're in qualifying, Spitzer. So yeah, hopefully this Mercedes moves out of the way. Not going to be able to pick up a tone. It's 3 attempts down, unfortunately. So we'll have to see if there's anything. Maybe he made a mistake in the final sector on his last lap as he slides his way round Stowe.
Into the pit lane. As yeah, understandable. Too many mistakes there. Billy Hellier was improving. He's now lost time as he went deep into Chapel. Ag the Gamer, though, is he improving as he's on his lap? He's going to head and cross the line, so he's going to come down the Vale chicane, put it down to 3rd, and it was very, very deep into the first part of the Vale, so that left it very tight on the second corner at turn 17, but still improves by 1.2, but still only P11, 27.0 for himself, just behind Charlie Spence, who is in P10 at the moment. But yes, at the moment, I think that's everyone done for their second runs in qualifying, and I'm sure we'll have the final ones in a few moments' time. 3 minutes to go. Thunderino on provisional pole, and F-Sadar 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, at the moment, it's looking interesting.
Absolutely, and Spitzer, yeah, you might have got disconnected. Just wait and see what it's like for the race. Jean Claude, I've got confirmation, is loading onto the game as well. He's got 2 minutes 40 to join. Can he make it? Hopefully, is the answer. I don't think I make it. It says, yeah, I think you might do.
Tell you
Certainly
what,
going
Ben,
to be
I'm
close.
proper up for this today.
You up for it, are you?
Yeah, proper. I'm up for it. I absolutely am.
Good.
Buttis is improving by just under 0.3 of a second.
I'm on
Needs a
board
bit
with
more
Whiff
time
on.
than that, though.
Oh, is invalidated on final corner.
Whiff on, more like Wi-Fi off. That wasn't even. That was a bad effort. That really, really bad effort. Sorry, Whiff on.
Right, who is a big dog on a lap? Let's ride on board with Panos. He's backed off. Charlie Spence, he's backed off on all. Aggregate backed off. Wiffon's just finished. So we'll ride on board with ride on board with Nate.
If in doubt, put it on Nate. Nate the Great, people call him. I've heard. Because this lap he's gonna cook. Have it, mate.
Sorry, I'm just going to invite Gene Claude one more time, just in case he hadn't seen my first ones.
Billy Jean.
I love Gene Claude.
What a guy. What a guy. He's just came online, so hopefully he does get in. That'd make 19 drivers, Ben.
That is fantastic.
What an improvement.
That is
unbelievable.
That's like Wrexham. You
know what?
Had a few investors, and
He's
then,
gonna be happy with
boom.
this. Charlie Spence gonna be buzzing with that.
Charlie Spence is going to be buzzing with it. He's in the top 10 at the moment as well. He's going to be even more buzzing with that as well, yeah.
Absolute
mate across the line into P9.
Oh, he's been demoted now to P11. Decent lap there from Nate. He only had one shot to do it, so yeah, good effort. Last Gen Noob's first out there in the top 5, Ben. Just had a bit of a wiggle, though, on the exit of the Luffield corner, just heading down past Woodcut. And let's see what Last Gen Noob can do, and see if we can try and challenge the top 2. Absolute bars from the commentator there. But anyway, Liam Doxey on a 25.5, Thunderino on a 25.4, Last Gen on a 25.8. He's got a lot of time to shave off, and he comes through the first 2 sectors. He's only improving by 300th of a second. Is there any time in the final sector, Ben? Let's have a look. Let's wait and see. Last Gen Nuke gets whipped in to Stoke Corner. And I tell you what, let's have a look as we head on the brakes and down to 3rd gear. Getting back on the power. Last Gen Nuke first of the top 5 across the line. What's it gonna be? Oh, exact same time as Shadow.
Gene Claude.
I'll tell you what. That's a shame. That is a shame because Shadow got the lap time in first, so Last Gen Nuke's going to have to stay behind, and he's going to start P4. Alex Lansdale, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the next across the line. Yeah. He's improving by just over half 10 per second, Ben.
He's going to get them both, I think. He's going to get himself into P3 unless there's anything more to gain in that final sector. A little bit deep. He's scrubbed off a bit too much speed through Stowe, but into the chicane. What can he do? I've got cramp. You're going to have to take over.
Here we go with Alex Lansdale then across the line for the FZR driver into P3 onto the 2nd row. Good lap time from Alex Lansdale just behind his counterpart Liam Doherty. But next across the line of the top guys will be Mr. Liam Doherty himself. Then it will be Thunderino. This is going to be interesting. Who can try and snatch pole position in the first round of Season 2 of the Purple Sector Championship? Who can light up the Simon Screens purple? Let's have a look. Liam Doherty around the final few corners. The hat currently sat behind Thunderino. Can he try and take physical pole? He just misses out. And Thunderino across the line. He doesn't improve either. So Thunderino, I think, will take pole. Shadows into the pit lane. Ender Epic isn't on a good lap time, and I tell you what, folks, I think that's it with qualifying. So in Season 2, round number 1 here at Silverstone once again, it's Thunderino, Chris Pilakoris, who takes pole position. It's a 25.414, and the man from Cyprus sticks it on pole position.
Absolutely nice to see as well. FZR 1, 2, 3, of course, commentary brought to you by FZR. Formula 0 Racing, Thunderino, Liam Doherty, and Alex Lansdale, your top 3. Venkus, who raced pretty much every single race, if not every single race, in Season 1 of Purple Sector, gets himself up into P4 as well, and Shadow P5, rounding out the top 5. Good stuff from the Mercedes driver.
Yeah, impressive from Venkus, to be honest, to keep with them all, because obviously it has massively improved since last time we was here at Silverstone, and I think we only had like 11 drivers in the first round last season. So yeah, anyway, strong stuff and look forward to the race. And I hope we get away well. Hope some good, clean driving.
Charlie Spencer's buzzing.
And Charlie Spence is buzzing. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic to see. Big up Charlie Spence in P8 as well. Good effort there from Charlie.
Got himself back into the top 10, didn't he? A good, really good effort from the Ferrari driver.
Yeah.
Go, Ag the Gamer. Venkus, let's go. We've got all the support rolling in the chat here. Send another one. No problem. No problem.
Absolutely. Congratulations, everyone, on the qualifying positions. If you did well, if you're disappointed, then I tell you what, folks. Let's just go again in the race. Let's steady the heads and let's just go with an absolutely roaring mentality. Nothing to lose here, folks. And this is the grid for the race. It's Funderino on pole position. Liam Doherty alongside on the front row. Alex Lansdale in P3 to make it an FZR. 1, 2, 3. Vegas in P4 and his Shadow in P5. Both of them contended in Season 1. So did Last Gen Newt in P6. And it's Ender Epic in P7. And Charlie Spence in P8. Panos in P9. And it's Nate who will round out our top 10. And there we go. First qualifying of the season. It's done.
Absolutely. As 19 drivers is such a big improvement from what we were getting last season, which is great to see. I'll try and invite Spitzy during the formation lap because that is a new feature for season 2. We're going to have the formation lap and we're going to give us a bit of time to talk about these drivers, Mr. Bagnall, and talk about the track and talk about the weather and tyre choices as well. Welcome in, Jean-Claude. No worries, mate, for the invite. And Spitzy, I'll try and get you on in the formation lap, mate. Lost 2 attempts at Stowe, says Charlie Spence. It could have been P1.
In the words of Rihanna, when the sun shines, we shine together. And you can look out there at Silverstone. The sun is out. The blue skies are here. And I tell you what, folks, it's looking absolutely scorchio out there. Unlike real life, because I tell you what, it's absolutely grim. But that's all right. It don't matter. We're now.
That's all right.
And we have some absolute racing action, aren't we, Ben?
We absolutely are. There's those marshals there looking quite stern. As they're waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, like. But I can hear the countdown, so the formation lap will be getting underway very, very shortly, and we'll get some Bernie Collins tyre talk straight out of the way.
Here we go.
Right.
Yes. Let's rename Bernie's tyre talk, to be honest. Let's rename it the Ben Huskin's tyre talk, because you know what? You need to put a bit of respect on your name. Anyway.
Ben Huskin's tyre talk, sponsored by FZR.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, we've got a bit of rainbow going on, all right, Alex. I know you'll be quite up for that. There's a top 3 on the mediums. Venkus and Shadow on the hard. Last Gen Newt is gone for the medium compound tyre. Ender Epic has gone for the hards. Charlie Spence and Panos on the mediums. We've got Nate on the hards as well. We've got a bit of fighting action. Oh, here we go. Love this between Thunderinho and Liam Doherty. Just giving us a taste of what's to come. He's going to go round the outside. Is he? Not quite. There's where were I? Nate on the white-banded hard compound tyres. Youssef on the mediums. We've got Ag the Gamer, Whiff on, Spitzy and Footis Wicked, along with Jean-Claude at the rear of the field on the soft compound tyres, and that is a strange choice. Everybody else who I didn't mention on the mediums, but yeah, I'm loving this action here, just giving it a little taste of what's the coming race. Can you still race? Yeah, you can if you can get back in. I'll send you a couple of invites, so hopefully. But any connection issues is out of my control, unfortunately.
Any cough going? Anyway, folks.
Why are you coughing?
Mediums for the front 3, then hard, medium, hard, medium, soft, medium, soft. I mean, I've never seen the softs at you. Yeah, I mean, softs.
Well, 2 stop could be on the cards, and it's all about.
For softs.
It's all about who's going to lead.
Me.
After
the commentary.
I think it's going to be who's going to lead after the Wellington Straight, which is going to be the key thing here. There's Funderino versus Liam Doherty, FZR versus FZR, 2 FZR setups versus each other. So who's going to come out on top? Sure, it's going to be even Stevens, Alex. Who's Steven?
Sure, I reckon FZR versus FZR, and it goes to FZR.
Do you reckon? Unless they crash into each other.
Yeah. You never know, it's Lansdale's there, do you know what I mean? So either way, when there's a will, there's a way. Do you know what I mean? So here we go then, folks. We're about to go for the first silence breaks and for the battle to begin. Getting lined up now, Footies, and I think it's Spitzy as well. That's his AI. But here we go, folks. It's round 1 of Season 2. It's Woolly Blobs in Season 1. It's time to crown a new champion this season. It's 5 red lights, the engines rise, and the silence breaks. And the battle begins. Thunderino gets away well down to turn 1 ahead of Liam Doxy and Alex Lansdale, all getting through pretty nicely. So does Venka's Shadow, all following in a line, but Last Gen Newt battling with Shadow down the inside as we head up to Village Corner. He's flying ahead and the kicks out, but does get ahead. Charlie Spence, he's getting his elbows out on lap number 1 ahead. Danger heading side by side with the Papaya McLaren, and the throw just has to stay behind in the background. That's Nate in the plums, in the wall, and in the I think that's Aramco boards. And I tell you what, disaster start for Nate, and I think it's Ender Epic. Still fighting though between Charlie Spence and Panos. Charlie Spence just lunging ahead around the outside. He loops around the outside at Lovefield. Fantastic move from Charlie Spence. Back up to P7. Lovely stuff. He's just out of a second though to Shadow. Needs to try and get a move on for the rest of the lap to make sure he gets DRS on the next one. Doesn't want to lose that top 6. That could be important for the rest of the Grand Prix. But perfect start for the top 6. All getting away pretty well. As I think Billy Hellier gets ahead of Calvin.
Was that a cough or a sneeze? I don't really know.
I think I'll both, to be honest.
Well, both. As Thunderino into Stowe has retained that lead as well. Last Gen Newt is very, very close to the back of Venkus. He's going to launch one up the inside. Yes, he is late on the brakes. And he makes a little bit of contact, bit of wheel looking with Venkus. But they leave each other space through the final corner. And Last Gen Newt does make that move.
Yeah, now the problem is they've lost DRS to Alex Lansdale in that top 3. But Last Gen Newt gets through, and Team FCR in the top 1 to 4. I don't know, this is phenomenal showing from the guys. But at the moment, let's see what happens when we do get that rear wing open. It is, Charlie Spence did get back in that DRS. He's actually closed quite well to Shadow. But he's on the medium compound tyres compared to Panos, who is on the hards.
There we go.
And Venkus too. But here we go with Shadow. Easy move. Very
he's
easy
got a bit deep though.
Through.
But he's covered it off nicely. Ag the Gamer as well on Panos going side by side. The replica of a Charlie Spence move on the first lap, and he swooped around the outside. And has he got it done? Yes, he absolutely has. Lovely stuff from Ag the Gamer. Spitzy, I can't invite you any more times, mate. I've already done it a couple of times, unfortunately.
Last Gen Newt has absolutely plumbed the rear end around Cop's corner, and I tell you what, he's dropped down to P6. He's got to make a bit of progress, and all that progress he did make up into the top 4 is now been lost, and he's lost even more time to the top 3.
So here we go, Liam Doherty fakes a move up the inside of Thunderino into Stowe, but can't quite make anything happen. Alex Lansdale struggling to stay in DRS. I'll quickly try and invite you, Spitzy, but this is going to have to be the last one, unfortunately, if you can't get in. Then I do apologise, but there we go. I sent you another one.
There's Thunderino, Liam Doherty still fighting now. Alex Lansdale slightly been dropped by the 2 ahead. Shadow, Venkus, then Last Gen Newt from P4, P5, P6, and Last Gen obviously needs to make a bit of progress now. Charlie Spence is doing quite well, and yeah, let's see. What Charlie Spence can do to try and progress from P7, but yeah, good start for himself.
Absolutely, as the top 3 slightly running away with it, as you say. And I tell you what, I'm going to get some fish and chips on order soon because I'm home alone until about midnight tonight, so I'm going to have a really nice fish butter with mushy peas, of course.
Well then, you might as well, Laurie. At the moment, everything's just settling down. Billy Jean Claude, the man himself, from the back of the grid, is making his way up through the order. Put in P12, and he's just about to make his move on Whiffod. 1, 2, 3. And let's see if Jean Claude can try and get through. He's actually losing a lot of time there through Maggots and Beckett's. That's not where you want to
look how close
lose
Panos
time.
is here.
Let's have a look at Panos. As can he snap his fingers and try and get ahead of Ag the Gamer? Here we go down the inside. As will already be dying out. As at this phase, he's going to come into the pit lane. I thought we were going to come into the pit lane then, but no. Panos trying to make a move. He's going for all sorts of different lines. He just cannot get that McLaren ahead. And yeah, let's have a look. It'll be the next lap he does it, and Magma Gamer has actually lost DRS to the car in front, so yeah, it'll be a bit easier for Panos to make the move.
Oh!
Coming down the Wednesday straight, unless he can lunge it down the inside at Village. Lovely, lovely stuff. I mean, it's getting close between the pairs, getting a bit rowdy between the pair. The Williams still defending for his absolute life of Agler Gamer. Panos still trying to make a move. He's going to have the DRS as we head down the Wellington straight. The DRS goes to Agler Gamer. Have made that move.
Here comes Yusuf.
Now, here comes Yusuf down the inside in the V cab of the McLaren. He picks up the scraps and picks up the place, but Panos is not going to give this one up without an absolute scrap. This is an absolute brawl between the pairing, and at the moment, Agler Gamer is still out in front. Magnificent stuff as Yusuf looks to the inside at Stoke Corner. Not Stoke Corner, Cops Corner. We're not at turn 15 yet. Agler Gamer goes. Here comes Panos as we head into turn number 10. Easy move for himself as Agler Gamer just has to let him go, but an almighty scrap between the pair. They've lost 3.2 to Charlie Spence, and the top 7 are absolutely gone now.
Absolutely. I was just looking back to Liam Doherty as he looked for a move on Thunderino, but can't quite make anything stick at the moment. Jean-Claude has finally made that move on Wifon as well. Let's cut to Venkus as he's close to the back of Shadow, but I don't think he'll be making a move through any of those corners as he actually struggles on the rear end there. So back to the front 2, 4 tenths separate. Alex Lansdale has unfortunately been dropped out of that DRS.
Yeah, might have to try something different, but yeah, he's going to have to hope that these guys ahead have a bit of a ding-dong battle and might just wipe each other out to take this win. But Alex Lansdale still got a fair few races this season to go, so let's see if he can try and battle further up. But Thunderino, Liam Doherty and Alex Lansdale all showing quite well in the top 3, and Shadow cannot close that gap to the top 3 at the moment. So yeah, the provisional podium looking quite strong, but still it's 21 laps to go. As I've just seen Jean-Claude, no, it's Yusuf, sorry, on Agler Gamer. Here comes Jean-Claude though to pick up the scraps on Yusuf. He's trying to make a move around side, but on the exit of Luffield, he's just not close enough. Can he make a move down to the Cops corner? He's on a softer compounded tire, Jean-Claude. Went for that early push, and they're going to be definitely died out soon enough. It is lap 5 now.
I think we're going to start to see some time penalties as well coming in. We've seen a couple of drivers, especially at Cops Corner, go wide. As again, Liam Doherty, not quite close enough to Thunderino. I'm really battling this cough here.
Yeah, so that's not great. But yeah, at the moment, Yusuf is making the move finally on Agler Gamer. He does make the move at Stoke. Oh, and that's nearly Agler Gamer sliding back into him. There's still no one yet to pit. So I think the soft runners will come in a few laps time. As I've just seen Wifon have an absolute stinking lock-up at the Vale chicane.
Agler Gamer was sideways there, out of the final corner. Jean-Claude looking for a move on the Hamilton straight, but very high speed turn 1. Very tricky to overtake through there unless you've got massive confidence.
Courage.
Yeah.
Help you out there.
Thanks.
It's Abbey corner is number 1, Ben. Keep that in your mind.
Abbey's number 1?
Like, yeah, like Downton Abbey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Play your mind to yourself.
Cheers, pal.
No worries. Jean-Claude's still trying to make a move on his fellow soft runner, Mr. Agler Gamer. He's going for the old up and under. I tell you what, folks, he's made it work. Lovely stuff on Billie Jean. And I tell you what, that was as smooth as a moonwalk, because I tell you what, he's made it look fantastic as Billie Jean. Lovely stuff. And that was poor, that, Ben. Really, really poor.
What was poor?
I thought you did that. Ow!
No, I had a big lag spike.
Oh.
As Liam Doherty takes the lead of the race in Stowe. On lap 6, he's finally made the move on Thunderino. Alex Lansdale, 1.5 behind. That is slowly going up. Charlie Spence and Ender Epic both have now picked up the first 3-second time penalties that we've seen so far. As what's Thunderino's game plan now, Mr. Bagnall?
To win.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
I mean,
he's not in a bad position, in a good position to be honest. He gets the DRS, he can just chill there and just have a nice time charging battery up and that, you know. Have a nice chill, just a chill guy, you know.
Just a chill guy. Oh, that looks alright. Sorry. Venkus in P5, chasing the back of Shadow. But I think the one that we should still watch is Thunderino and Liam Doty. I feel like they're going to swap places again. Or is it going to be a repeat of the first 5 laps where Liam Doty is too far ahead for Thunderino to make a move? Role reversal, though.
I think it's quite the opposite, to be honest. I think it's Thunderino who's going to want to stay behind. Like, it's easy to react to what to do in the pit lane if you're behind. But I think Thunderino is in a good position when it comes to the pit stops. You want to be in P2, really, because Liam's now got decisions to make. Yeah, it's going to be trickier for Liam when it comes to pit stops. Thunderino's got all the options. They can do the opposite of the car ahead, or he can do the same. Just depending on how he's feeling. There's Alex Lansdale into the pit lane. He had to do something different. But yeah, that's understandable for Alex Lansdale. He's got to do something different and into the pit lane on lap number 8.
Yeah, don't mind that, as he is going to go on to a set of the hard compound tyres.
Lovely jubbly.
That is absolutely lovely jubbly. And do you know what else is lovely jubbly?
What?
The fact that Batty's Fish and Chip Bar is still open, and that order has been placed.
Brilliant. What have you ordered?
I've ordered haddock and chips with mushy peas and a bread cake.
Brilliant. You enjoy.
Thank you. It's alright, guys, because it's coming after the race. Could you turn on the info about the driver on top? Yes, absolutely. There you go. Right.
As Jean-Claude is getting a bit close now to Yusuf, who's under pressure. Jean's doing a good job to keep alive these soft compound tyres, to be honest. I'm actually quite shocked.
It is, I'm very surprised.
Alive.
Yeah.
And he's actually been able to fight.
Oh.
He's went very deep against Cops. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be cursing him.
Yeah.
That is not acceptable, so I apologise, and I will never do it again.
Oh, that's a big slide for Yusuf there. Are we going to see move now?
Oh, so was Jean-Claude though at the exit of Chapel. The Rays absolutely not having it. They want to go home.
Oh,
absolute mare. Oh, for top 5 as well. It's important. Panos also. Oh my days, Pano Chocolate.
Slow down, Gene.
That's an absolute disgrace, Gene. He did. Well
he's
done.
got it nicely there. Actually, that was a bit dramatic from me. As let's have a look now. Who can we look at? Jean-Claude, of course. Right on the back of Yusuf. I think he gained quite a bit of time on that pit entry from braking nice and late. So let's run on board with Thunderino as he still chases down Liam Doty. These guys on the mediums. So are these guys going to go for a medium or just a nice simple one stop? What do you think, Mr. Bagnall?
Drivers at the front, one stop. Then I mean, soft ones, yeah, one stop. Yeah. He's done a good job to extend the stint, but he's on mediums now. Actually, I don't know what he's doing. Actually, I'm a bit confused. He must be going to the 2-stop. He's going for something different. Can't complain. Come on, Calby. Don't stop believing.
Don't stop the beat.
There is Wiffon and Yusuf having a bit of a ding-dong battle.
Oh, they're on half.
At Luffield, round the outside. And it's close between the pair. I tell you what, it's still going.
Look who's lurking.
The Abbey on the inside. But here we go, round Woodcut and down the national pit straight as, yeah, oh! We're close. Gene Thunderino's in the pit lane.
Oh!
And swooping round the outside at Cop's corner. Magnificent work from Wiffon. That's fantastic. As Yusuf just stays behind. And I tell you what, folks, some fantastic battling between the pair. I mean, that could have ended in absolute tears. But they've all came out very nicely. Thunderino into the pit lane, guys. And that might just be for the race leader. He's going to come out in P5 and should be just ahead of Alex Lansdale.
Beat from Yusuf. As Jean-Claude is going for the move now. There's a little bit of wheel banging between the two, but that's lovely room left between the two. And Jean-Claude is still making moves up now into P11 from the back of the grid. Alex Lansdale sets the fastest lap and comes out 2 seconds ahead of Thunderino. He said he needs to do something different. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. He's put him back into the race, but he's got a lot of defending to do. And a chasing Thunderino is a scary sight now for Alex Lansdale, but you never know It's something good. It's something that can cook up a bit of a storm at the front, and he's done exactly what he needs. Just get a few fastest laps and push on. And at the moment, 2-second gap to Funderino. And yeah, just need to fight right until the very end. See what he can do for the rest of the race. Don't push too hard though, because I feel that will be a track limits. But Liam Doherty will come into the pit lane at the end of this lap.
No,
He's not. Don't know what he's doing.
He's having you
to be
on.
honest, I actually that this he's going to lose in the race. If he stays out, he should have just boxed and battled out on track. But now he's going to have such a tyre offset. I mean, it's only probably going to be 2-lap tyre offset and a lot of time that he needs to try and claw back. It's going to be very hard.
Does he think he's got the pace though? Has he got those massive confidence to be able to do that? We'll have to wait and see.
Those massive confidence, brilliant.
Well, I can't exactly
Fantastic.
say the other thing, can I?
Game's gone. Venkus is done the DRS shadow to me. He's been there all race long. These guys having a little fight. And yeah, see it comes out on top in the end. Charlie Spence, I think he's still yet to pit as well, up in P4. So see where he comes out. It'll probably be with the likes of Panos and Ag the Gamer. But yeah, let's have a look.
We'll absolutely have a look. Fantastic number on Venkus's car as well. One that will not be available next season because the GOAT is returning.
Brilliant.
Of course, referring to my mate Valtteri Bottas. Hang on a minute here. Look at Jean-Claude. Is he going to make a move into Cops? This will be a fantastic... Oh, never mind. He's in gravel. That's all right. He's only dipped it a couple... Oh, no!
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
He's balled it. He's absolutely...
Nice, all right. That's funny, that.
Your wins just fell off.
No, wins fell off.
He's had an absolute meh. Thinks he's all cool because he's about to win FCR Tier 1, but
Allegedly.
can't do it. Allegedly. Well, he can't do it here at Silverstone for the first round of purple sector. See how far back he comes out behind Alex Lansdale and Funderino. Funderino's already right tucked up behind that motor of Alex Lansdale as Liam Doherty comes out nearly behind Mascianuti. He's going to be under pressure. Liam Doherty at 3.3 behind. He's going to lose a few more times as well, so probably going to be about 3.5 or 3.6 behind. And when Funderino makes the move, which he will, as he goes rearing open as we head down the straight, so he's going to stay behind for now, so I'm going to use him for DRS, I'm guessing, on the back straight. But Funderino might just have this one under control. It's like Lansdale is under massive pressure as Funderino just got the pace. It's absolutely sore ahead. Last gen Newt. Can he put Liam under pressure at the end of this lap? I don't think he can because I think Liam's got his tyres up temperature. But 10-second time out for Liam Doherty. That's absolutely killed off his race.
Yeah, it has 3 guys left to pit. 2 of those have got 3-second time penalties already. So let's just hope that those 3 are the final 3 that do not speed in the pit lane. Come on, guys. Let's just get it slowed down. They think it's Singapore, don't they, with changing pit lane speed, but you know it's quite a tricky thing.
Mega Funderino.
Yeah, lovely stuff. I don't know what I'm saying.
Chatting absolutely nothing. But yeah, Funderino can now just focus on gapping Alex Lansdale, which I think he'll do. I think he'll be out of a second by the end of the next lap, to be honest. He's got him in him, and yeah, he's going to be sound as Charlie Spence into the pit lane for his first and final pit stop of the day on lap number 13.
He's got it
extending
slowed
mediums
down
in quite nicely. And yeah, Charlie Spence knows how to brake, which is very solid. He's going to come out maybe just behind Panos when he comes out the pit lane. And he's going to have a nice bit of a gap, I think, with the Aston Martin of Jean-Claude, which he has. Just put his foot down, let's go in. As it's actually going to be a bit closer than I thought. There's Jean-Claude coming out behind. Oh, it's going to be close when he gets his tyres warmed up. Whoa, here they go. Charlie Spence doesn't want to lose too much track position, but there goes the Williams. Here comes the Alpine. And on hard compound tyres, Charlie Spence has got a bit of ground to make up. He just lets them go, kind of. He should have probably tried to get his hours a little bit more to Jean-Claude, but he's just being sensible, I guess.
Whiff on Big Send.
There. Whiff on, absolutely.
Nice
Charlie Spence is still trying to get these under the nice regulatory temperatures, and I'm sure he'll put them under pressure soon. But yeah, Charlie Spence has just went from P8 to P11, and yeah, let's see what I can do to try and get a bit of heat into the tyres and try and get that track position back again.
Absolutely huge off-track moment there for Whiffon as he rejoins back on the back of Ag the Gamer. I'm sure that will be a warning for him. Ag the Gamer, of course, one of 5 drivers who have sped in the pit lane.
As Liam Doherty, that's the fastest lap of the race, and it's just coming up to
Hang
the back of.
Was this his plan? To work with Alex Lansdale to bring him back in the fight? Because I'm sure they're all
talking about
Liam Doherty. If he gets past Alex Lansdale, he'll slingshot past him, probably on the Hanger Straight, if not here. And Alex Lansdale will be back in the DRS.
Yeah, but I don't think they can keep up with Liam or Thunderino.
Well,
he's been dropped by Thunderino by 1.5 seconds in one lap.
Well, he needs, I think he'll be able to stay in that 10 seconds, Liam Doherty. So, Alex Lansdale, that'll be his job come the end of the race. I'm sure he will be a lot quicker, but you can just see how much Thunderino is gaining whilst Liam's stuck behind Alex Lansdale. But we're going to see a nice little slingshot.
Charlie.
Go on, Charlie, wait!
As I go, Mr. Spence making a move on Whiffon. And, yeah, displaced and up into the top 10 once again. Good move from Charlie Spence, easy to get through. Now the tyres are all warmed up. Alex Lansdale is overtaken by Liam Doherty. And now all Alex Lansdale has got to try and do is try and stay in the DRS. But it's going to be a struggle, as the tyre offset is quite large.
Yeah, I think my point is now completely invalid. I agree with you. As Shadow and Venkus both still together go into the pit lane. That's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, free a fuck on us later. Alex Lansdale is out of a second.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
That ain't absolutely nothing.
I used to know what I'm talking about, but now I'm an unk.
He's lost. He's absolutely lost.
Mate,
I don't know clue what day it is.
I got put on shop floor for an hour today. I was so lost. I didn't know what I was doing.
You stood there, back.
I was at self-checkout, right? Someone asked me if we do student discount. I had to think about it for like 20 seconds.
Do you do student discount?
Yeah, we do.
How much? 10%?
10%, yeah. If you've got a valid Unidays ID. It's not that we actually do student discount. It's because we've got a partnership with Unidays. So that's the discount provided. Oh, we're fun!
Oh, Whiffon just whiffed as is an absolute mare at Aintree, and he's down to P13 now, and yeah, his hope for points is probably over. Oh dear.
Oh no. As Charlie Spence has to lift
19.
there.
19 drivers.
That's a huge. That is actually. I'm very proud. Considering how many we had last season, that is a huge improvement as well. Shout out BUSR as well, along with SRC.
Good to have him on board.
Very good to have him on board. Ag the Gamer. Pretty ball through Stowe, and Charlie Spence is going to pounce on that. He's going to try break as late as he can.
Oh!
A little bit of contact between the two, and Charlie Spence has to stay behind.
That could have hurt his nose a bit more, but he's a tough cookie. I think he'll carry on. And he's just in slipstream of Ag the Gamer. He needs to get through as quick as he can, because he is getting dropped by Jean Claude.
Look at this as well. Liam Doherty. Can he keep gaining like this? Because it's 3 seconds already on Alex Lansdale. And if he's going to be working with Thunderino, can he get that margin over 10 seconds come the end of the race?
No. I think it'd be silly to think Thunderino get gapped by Liam Doherty.
No, I mean seconds. To Alex Lansdale, you silly man.
Oh, to Alex Lansdale? Yeah, it's possible. Alex is struggling, obviously. But, yeah. Late lunge down the inside there. He tried it. I think he just missed his braking zone. Or is he trying to go for something different as he goes round the outside at the Velvet Chicane? Here we go. It's very close between the pair. It's down the inside. Off goes Leclerc. And there's no Hamilton there, but it's a shame. But here we go. Still side by side between the pair. Thunderino and Liam Doherty. Liam Doherty has to stay behind as we head into turn number 1 at Abbey. And Last Gen Newt is past Alex Lansdale's in the pit lane for the second time in this race. As he's went for the 2 stops today. He's going to try and climb back through the pack.
I don't mind
Liam
that.
Doherty's trying to get his elbows out.
He's going to come out behind Panos, and there's quite a few penalties ahead, especially Last Gen Newt. I think that's going to be the big one for Alex Lansdale if he can get back in the penalty range of Last Gen Newt come the end of the race. But here we go again with Thunderino and Liam Doherty side by side. This is great action. I love this despite Liam's penalty.
Yes, on the exit, Thunderino's going to have the traction. He's going to have overhead speed. And here we go. Around past Woodcut and down to Cops Corner. Down the national pitch straight. It's still side by side between the pair. It's still side by side. Round the outside, swooping is Thunderino. He gets back P1. It's close, but it's very, very, very intense. As at the moment, Thunderino is just edging out Liam Doherty, but Liam Doherty's going to have the DRS as we head down the back straight. Surely he's going to get it easier than he has done in the past lap or so. DRS opened as we head down to turn 15 at Stoke Corner. Liam Doherty heads to the inside line, round the outside. Thunderino once again, kind of trying to defend from the Haas of Doherty.
Oh, he's in.
I don't think kind of something's into the pit lane. Two stopper. Thunderino.
I think I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
Charlie Spence is definitely on the one stop. So is the Venkus and Shadow.
Let's look at the tyres. So Last Gen Newt is in as well. So yeah, Thunderino of course is.
Liam's going to have to try and stay out
in P4. I think that might be the right call, to be honest.
I don't know. Let's see how far back Thunderino comes out. As he's got now 8 laps.
Got Alex Lansdale to contend with, but of course Alex Lansdale is a little bit too far behind on this occasion, despite going for the double undercut.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting for Thunderino. See how much you can gain per lap. It's not going to be too much. The tyre offset isn't that large. He's actually on the hards as well, so yeah, interesting there. So a 6-lap tyre delta between himself and Liam Doherty. I don't think that's big enough, but he does only need to get in 10 seconds of Liam, so he just needs to get past Shadow. Then he should win the race. But yeah, it's going to be a big climb.
There we go.
From on the chat as well. Did still say SRC? Yes, we absolutely did. Big up SRC.
Charlie Spence going for a move in Cop's corner. He's going to try around the outside, but he can't quite make it stick. Jean-Claude has a poor exit as well, but he's going to go for the up and under. Charlie Spence up into P6.
Nice job, Charlie. But Gene's going to have the DRS down the back straight. He needs to try and drop him through Maggots and Becky's, but he hasn't been able to do so. About 5 times he could probably defend this if he's got battery to play with. And I'm sure Jean-Claude's going to try and make him, but I just don't think it's close enough. So yeah, nice move from Charlie Spence. Perfect time to do it. Up into P6.
Absolutely. As Jean-Claude comes into the pit, I really don't know about that from Thunderino. As you can see, he's not exactly breaking any pots as Alex Lansdale behind him sets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I mean, but he went for a medium. Did they have another set of fresh mediums?
Do
you know what I'm going to do, Ben?
Yes. What are you going to do?
Compare lap times.
That's right. That's very good. Liam Doherty is Scottish. So I'd just like to point out that is why we're referencing so many Scottish memes. As Jean-Claude comes out the pit lane, is behind Youssef and Panos. So let's hope, coming in the race, he can get past those and solidify probably P8 in this race. That would be a decent effort from Jean-Claude from the back of the grid. And he should be very, very proud of that race so far. As Thunderino is still pushing out. I think he's going to get the DRS here. Yes, he is, from the lapped car. So that's going to assist him a little bit more. But I don't know, it's still 20 seconds to Liam. 23 to be precise. He needs to get 13 seconds in 6 laps. 13.
Well, 29.6 for Liam Doherty on the last lap. Thunderino is about to cross the line now. What's it going to be? 28.4. So 1.2 seconds on that lap.
That's not going to be enough.
It's not enough.
Of course, Liam's tyres will degrade, and his lap times will get slower as Thunderino just gets his up to like the standard working range. As Thunderino, I don't think he's going to win this race.
Yeah, that was an interesting call. Liam's tyres are going to be shot by the end. Like, they are going to be massively shot, so that's one thing we need to keep in mind. But if we can keep up this pace, keep under 130s, and yeah, I don't think there's much more Thunderino can do. But it's really interesting. I don't know, it's close. Let's see what Thunderino can do for this middle sector now, and 11.3 is the gap on lap 20 to the car in front, which is Venkus, but he's still got a hell of a margin to Liam Dockett. And yeah, it's going to be a huge climb from here. Thunderino just matching his previous fastest lap time, going a bit quicker. Liam Dockett also matching his, and there's a 29.9 this time. And as Thunderino comes around the final few corners, probably going to be 28.4 again, I'm going to guess, or maybe a high 28.3.
Is he even going to get a podium?
28.5. I don't know. If he can catch Venkus, then I think he'll win. But if he doesn't, then I don't think he will. So, yeah, and if he gets a penalty, he's definitely not winning. And then I don't think he's going to get a podium as well. So, yeah, Thunderino's in a slight bit of trouble. He needs to be gaining about 2 seconds a lap, really. So, yeah, he's got his work cut out for him, really.
Tell you, he's gaining Jean-Claude on the back of Youssef as well. He's trying to get that move on track. I know Youssef has got that 3-second time penalty, but Jean-Claude will want it on track anyway as he chases after Panos after he dispatches of the V-carb. So we'll have to see when he decides to make that move. It's got to be quick because Youssef nearly dropped out of a second there of Panos.
Yeah, Youssef's definitely got more straight line speed than Jean-Claude. He's been struggling for straight line speed. Or the race, really. He's been struggling to make moves to it in quite strange places. Got a really good exit, though, as that high downforce comes into play, but the rearing opens for both of the cars. Let's see if Jean can try and lunge run down the inside. He's very close. He's going to get that extra bit of slipstream. He laid on the brakes into Brooklyn's very confident, and he's getting through.
Nice.
And he's got that car length to Yusuf. Nice stuff there from Jean-Claude. Up into P9 now. Sets sights on Panos. And into P7, been into P6, sorry, but really strong fight back though from Jean-Claude. Hasn't given up in any sense. And from the back of the grid, up into P9 and gained 10 positions so far. Last gen who just makes a move on Charlie Spence up into P6. Charlie might want to come in, to be honest.
He's got the opportunity, yeah.
Stop. And he'll definitely climb through if he does lose it to Panos.
But he just don't want to go back out into that 3-car train. And then, obviously, with his 3-second time penalty, I think he can keep it on track for P7. I think that's his best option here.
Yeah, there's no real reason to do it, but if he just wants a bit of fun, whip it into the pit lane and...
Maybe that was Thunderino's plan. Just a bit of fun.
See where it takes him. Yeah, you never know. You never know. See what Liam Doherty's first two sector times are. As he heads on the exit of Magnussen Beckett's, and he's on a 105.3 in the first 2 sectors. Let's see what Thunderino's doing. He's got to be pushing hard. But yeah, 105.3 for Liam. Thunderino's just coming through Magnussen Beckett's now. Venkus is beginning to fight as well with Shadow. But here we go, Thunderino. Yeah, 105.3 for Liam Doherty, and it's a 104.2 for Thunderino. So he's still gaining minus second for first 2 sectors. So just not enough.
I really don't think it is going to be enough, unfortunately, for Thunderino. Who have we got behind? Have we got any moves behind? No, not quite. So we'll actually ride on board a little bit with Liam Doherty. Let's just see how the state of his tyres and how he's feeling with this car. You can see that P1 on his steering wheel, and that is a good sight to see in racing.
Yeah, I mean, 2 P1s in a week, 2 wins for Liam in a week. I mean, that would be unheard of, allegedly. But let's have a look. Calby gets a 3-second time penalty down in P12. Not really going to affect their position, as Aggregame is 6.8 seconds back. But yeah, 3 laps to go in this race, 3 tours of the iconic circuit that is Silverstone. And Shadow's not getting within any range to take Liam Doherty's win away from me either. Venkus also isn't really showing that outstanding pace. And the gap to Thunderino is around 8 seconds. The only thing that can deny Liam Doherty is probably a puncher in this race.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Or a mistake. But yeah, it'll be like watching Lewis Hamilton in 2020 hobble around on 3 wheels. That was the race that really engaged me back into Formula One fully as my main sport.
Lovely stuff. Imagine final lap gets a puncture, you've got to commentate it like Crofty. That'd be brilliant. That's it, mate. You've done it. You've done it.
Was that the last lap?
Is that the last lap?
Jeez Louise. Right, it's just died down in the final few stages. So Ben, question of the day.
Question of the day for everybody. And I already know your answer, but it'll be good to see if anyone else watches back the stream or if anyone is engaged in the chat as well. On the topic of fish and chips, what is the correct side that you have? Peas, curry, ketchup, gravy, or brown sauce? Because I feel like my mum has brown sauce with fish and chips.
Just salt and vinegar.
Or something. Oh, I cannot wait to be putting some salt and vinegar on it, I'll be honest. As the correct answer is mushy peas, for anyone wondering.
No, the correct answer is curry sauce.
No, you're wrong. Let's ride on board with Billy Hellier, as that Aston Martin just glitched backwards for me. So I'll have to see if he can make the move. But of course, he's got that 13-second time penalty, which is going to drop him behind anyway. What do you mean, none of them? Do you have fish and chips? Fish and chips is brilliant. Fish and chips is top 3 foods of all time. I vote no fish and chips at all. Guys, come on. No.
They defo go get a battered sausage.
Yeah, battered sausage and chips. Hi, Bobby.
Hi.
I cannot wait to take you to Weatherspoons and get you a fish and chips.
You've said this.
We're just telling the chat.
Times.
We're just telling the chat.
The chat. We're streaming.
Yes.
Yeah. Purple Sector Championship for.
Put on some lap, so I'll let Alex lock in, please. It's been a fantastic opening round for the second season, I'll be honest. I'm very, very impressed with the amount of drivers that we've managed. Well, Charlie Spence has managed to pull in. Oh, you have a seafood allergy? Well, probably,
there we go, then.
Probably best if you don't have fish and
chips. Bless Miss Formula One. Anyway, Liam Doherty is matching that time, 1:05.3 again in the first 2 sectors. Thunderino is about a second quicker lap, but still not close enough. And he might still nick P3.
Maybe P2.
Pushing. Maybe P2.
Oh, I think he might get that, actually. Yeah, I think he might get P2.
It's going to be close. But anyway, I think Liam Doherty is going to win in Silverstone. Pretty much home soil for Liam. Closest he's going to get.
Closest he's going to get, yeah. But final lap of the race, and Mr. Bagnall, it has been a thriller for an opening round. Purple Sector is back, and I'm really excited to see what the rest of the races have to unfold. As it's gonna be lots of unwritten stories that have got to get signed off come the end of this season.
Yeah, the publishers, obviously, me, Ben, and Gridfinder, to all the sign-off of the books. But anyway, folks, the final lap of the British Grand Prix. And, it's been a fantastic start to Purple Sector's second season. Last season, obviously, we struggled with attendance. It was Joshua Woolley who came out on top. He was dominant in most of the races, really. But here we go, with a new era, new graphics, new people, new everything, and we are back for good. As that's a hat in the wall, as I'm not sure who that is, but I think that's Billy Hellier. But anyway, Liam Doherty has done an absolutely fantastic job. He's done everything he needs to win this race. Thunderino is going to try and fight his way through and try and get P2 at least, or maybe even P3, as he'll get that with the penalties anyway. But here we go then, Liam it into the Vale chicane for the final time. It's the Scotsman, the flying Scotsman. It's Doherty who wins the purple sector, round 1 of season 2. Fantastic work from Liam Doherty, perfect strategy, and he has nailed that with a 10-second time penalty. Still wins the race. It's Shadow who's going to come across the line in P2 and Venkus in P3, but Thunderinho is going to snatch it away from them though and take P2 on penalty grounds. But Shadow who takes final place on the podium, and Venkus. Then it's Alex Lansdale in P5, and Last Gen Newt going to cross the line to take P6. And it's been a drive. He's been a bit in no man's land today, so he's done a fantastic job to come home in P6. Charlie Spence, on the other hand, has done a fantastic job to take P7. He's fought his way up from P10. And in stages, didn't look possible. P7 for Mr. Spence. Fantastic job, fantastic effort. And Charlie Spence gets some decent points on the board. If any, it's going to be Panos, the big Greek man who crosses the line in P8. And 2 seconds ahead of Jean-Claude, who just wasn't able to catch in the end. But Panos comes home in P8. Jean-Claude from the back of the grid takes P9. Great effort from Jean. Loves to see it. Yusef comes home for the final points place as Jean-Claude is... that's just because of the leaving session thing. So that will still be P10 for Jean-Claude. No, P9 for Jean-Claude and P2 for Thunderinho. And yeah, there we go. Race over, folks.
Absolutely. I'll make a note of that as well. Just to give to Charlie Spence so there's no confusion. But yeah, what an opener. And I'm excited for what the season has to offer.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be a few more names who will grab their first wins or grab themselves on the podium. It's going to be an interesting title fight. Liam Doherty coming out on top in round number 1. But yeah, I think Thunderinho race every week. He's going to definitely take a few this season. Like Shadow and Venkus as well. I mean, they've still been here racing season 1, and it's good to see him still up there in P3 and P4. And Alex Lansdale obviously throws something else into the mix. So yeah, it's going to be a spicy season, and yeah, I hope we keep it as competitive as possible. But yeah, 19 drives today. Well done, everyone, and fantastic work from the guys at Grid Finder. And it's good to see SRC on board as well. Lots of love to them, and British University Sim Racing as well, one of the partners today. And of course, FZR, the best one there.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to stream these races. And I've been, I'll be honest, commentary, I've not been feeling up to, but this one today, I was well for it.
Yeah, do you know what? Same. I've been struggling a bit recently. On the F125 has kind of killed commentary jobs. Obviously, I've done a few diverse jobs at the minute. I've done one for SRC League, Miss Formula One knows. But yeah, it's been a struggle commentary recently. Not as much passion on this game with the lack of fighting. But yeah, it's been good to be back today. I've actually enjoyed this one a lot. So yeah, appreciate you all coming as well in the chat for the first round of season 2 of the Purple Sector Championship. And I tell you what, folks, it's been a pleasure hosting it alongside Mr. Ben Huskins, as it always is.
Yes, thank you very, very much for watching. I'm really excited to get back to the next round next week. Same time, same place, same people. And let me just remind myself of next round. I'm going to flick it on now. It's the Australian Grand Prix for round 2 next time out. So make sure you're there. Be there or be square. And Mr. Bagnall, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. And we'll see you next week.
See you later.